Hey friends, welcome back to our channel where we talk about psychology, self-improvement, and the little things that make life better. Have you ever wondered why some people are obsessed with success, some are just enjoying the ride, and others seem perfectly happy doing nothing at all? That's because people generally fall into three types: goal-oriented, the achievers who always focus on the next big thing; process-oriented, the ones who find joy in the journey itself; and comfort-oriented, those who prefer a stress-free, easygoing life. Which one do you think you are? And which one actually leads to the happiest life? Stay with me, this is going to be eye-opening. Let's start with the goal-oriented person, the achiever. This type of person is driven, focused, and always striving for the next milestone. They thrive on setting big goals and working tirelessly to accomplish them. These people are the ones who are constantly pushing themselves, always looking to improve and achieve more. They love the thrill of success and the satisfaction that comes with checking off a major goal. But how do you know if you're goal-oriented? Here are a few signs you might recognize in yourself. You're always thinking ahead, you're constantly planning your next move and setting new goals. You're motivated by results. The progress you make, no matter how small, is what keeps you moving forward. You love winning. Whether it's at work, in fitness, or personal projects, you thrive on accomplishment. You feel lost or unfulfilled when you're not working towards something. If there's nothing in your life to strive for, you might feel like something's missing. Let's take an example. Imagine two people who are working out regularly. Person one is goal-oriented. They don't just exercise for fun, they're training for a marathon, aiming for a six-pack, or trying to beat their personal best in the gym. For them, the workout isn't just a hobby, it's a means to achieve a specific goal, and they push themselves harder with every session because they want to see progress. Person two, on the other hand, works out for the experience itself. They love how movement makes them feel more energized, more alive. They aren't chasing a specific number or deadline. Instead, they're present in the moment, enjoying the rhythm of the music, the sensation of their body moving, and the boost in mood. The positive side of being goal-oriented. Being goal-oriented is definitely a strength. It's what drives many successful people. It's why you see someone climbing the corporate ladder, finishing marathons, or hitting major milestones in their lives. Goal-oriented people are often high achievers because they constantly set their sights on something bigger, whether that's personal, professional, or health-related. The downside: burnout and missing the present. Many goal-oriented people struggle with burnout. Why? Because they're so focused on reaching the next milestone that they often forget to enjoy the present moment. The idea of success at any cost can be exhausting, and sometimes it feels like you're running a race with no finish line. You get to one goal, but the celebration is brief, and soon you're already looking at the next one. The challenge: balancing the journey and the destination. When you find that balance between chasing your goals and enjoying the present moment, you'll find that success feels much more fulfilling and sustainable. The process-oriented person, the enjoyer. Unlike the goal chasers, these people focus more on the journey rather than the end result. They find fulfillment in the experience itself and enjoy every moment, even if there's no concrete achievement in sight. You might be process-oriented if you love learning and growing. For you, it's about enjoying the experience itself, not just the end result. Whether you're learning a new language or exploring a new hobby, the joy is in the process of discovery. You don't rush things. You trust that progress happens naturally and that you don't have to push or force things to move forward. It's about enjoying the flow of life. You feel happiest when you're engaged in an activity, whether it's creating, exploring, or simply being in the moment. You're content when you're deeply immersed in something, even if there's no big goal at the end. Now let's imagine two people who both love music. Person one, the goal-oriented type, wants to become a famous musician. They practice tirelessly, enter competitions, and are always pushing themselves to get recognized. Their focus is on becoming the best, achieving fame, and living the dream. Person 2, on the other hand, the process-oriented type, simply loves to play the guitar. They don't care about being famous. They're just in it for the love of the sound, the feeling of the strings under their fingers, and the joy of creating music in the moment. For them, the process of playing is the reward, not the outcome. The beauty of being process-oriented. Being process-oriented is amazing because these people tend to be much happier in the present moment. They're not stressing about what's next or rushing toward the finish line. Instead, they savor every step, no matter how small, and enjoy the ride. Our process-oriented people don't need a big outcome to feel fulfilled. They find joy in the simplicity of the moment. Whether it's painting, hiking, or cooking a meal, they're fully immersed in the experience. And because they're not focused on a distant goal, they can appreciate the little things that others might overlook. The potential downside: stagnation. Sometimes, these people may never finish things because they're not driven by a big achievement. They're so caught up in the enjoyment of the process that they might leave projects unfinished or wander aimlessly without setting concrete goals. Balancing the process and the finish line. So, if you find yourself identifying with the process-oriented type, here's a tip. Try adding small, achievable goals to your routine. That way, you can still enjoy the journey, but with a sense of direction and accomplishment. These small goals will help you stay focused and motivated, while allowing you to savor the process without feeling like you're drifting aimlessly. The comfort-oriented person, the relaxer. This type of person values peace, stability, and a stress-free lifestyle above all else. They're all about creating a space where they can feel at ease and avoid the pressures of the outside world. You might be comfort-oriented if you value stability and relaxation. You prioritize a peaceful, low-pressure lifestyle over constantly chasing after achievements or goals. You don't enjoy stress, pressure, or deadlines. You prefer a more laid-back, easygoing way of life, and the idea of pushing yourself too hard feels overwhelming. You prefer familiar routines and avoid big changes. You feel most comfortable when things stay the same, and you tend to shy away from unpredictable situations or new challenges. Let's take an example. Imagine someone who loves to watch movies and hang out with friends. They enjoy simple pleasures like cozy evenings and good conversations. They're not constantly thinking about career goals, self-improvement, or new projects. They're just content with life as it is. And guess what? That's perfectly fine. We all need comfort and relaxation in our lives. It's essential for our mental and emotional well-being. Comfort can help us recharge, feel safe, and reconnect with ourselves. The potential pitfall of too much comfort. However, if you lean too heavily into the comfort zone, there might be some downsides. One challenge comfort-oriented people face is the tendency to avoid any form of challenge or discomfort, which can sometimes lead to missed opportunities for growth and personal development. You have a dream, a goal, or a passion, but you keep putting it off because it feels too uncomfortable to take the first step. You might say to yourself, "I'll do it later," or "I'm not ready." But over time, these small delays can turn into missed chances for growth, and before you know it, you're stuck in a cycle of comfort without any movement forward. How to start pushing outside your comfort zone. Here's a little challenge for you. Try pushing yourself just 1% outside your comfort zone. You don't have to dive into a huge transformation right away. Start with small, manageable steps that allow you to expand your boundaries without overwhelming yourself. For example, if you've never been a fan of exercise, try a 10-minute workout video. If you usually stick to familiar books or TV shows, try reading a different genre or watching a documentary. Small steps like these can begin to build your confidence and help you get more comfortable with stepping into the unknown. The secret to balance. So, which type of person is the best? The answer: none of them, and all of them. The real key is balance. If you're too goal-oriented, you might burn out. If you're too process-oriented, you might never finish anything. If you're too comfort-oriented, you might never grow. But if you can balance all three, set meaningful goals, enjoy the journey, and allow yourself rest, you'll create a life that's both successful and fulfilling. So now the big question: which type of person are you? goal-oriented, process-oriented, or comfort-oriented? Let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the topic and see you in the next one. Take care.